Hello everybody. Yeah, I made it. It's been a really long day. It was a 3-hour flight from El Salvador to the Dominican Republic. Then I had a little bit of a layover there. And then got on the plane from Dominican Republic to San Martín. And it was only an hour and 10 minutes. But it was very tight. The seats were really close together, and the first flight I took, I got the first 2 rows. I got one of the seats up there, and that was a lot more room, a lot nicer. And I'll see if I can do some changing on the way back to make that happen again. And let's see. Got into the Airbnb. It's nice. It's very nice. I'll do some video on it. And I mean, it was dark when I got here, so couldn't really do anything. Gracias. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, it was dark when I got here, so I mean, I couldn't even see the ocean. I couldn't see anything other than the airport. So, got my rental car. The guy drove over. I followed him over to this place. Now, the bad problem was my AT&T phone and my El Salvador Samsung, neither one of them would work initially, and the iPhone is working now, and, you know, I don't know what else to do on something like that because I didn't know exactly where the Airbnb was, and anyway, it worked out. Talked to the owner, was able to get some communication going with the phone, and I'm in. I had a shower, thank goodness. I was in the shower, and then I'm down, I guess, in their main area at night, and I'll come back tomorrow night and really do a lot of video on it. But I made it safe and sound. The adventure, you know, we started it this morning.
neat. That's the water ferry everybody's signing up to go on, I guess. And lifted up so they can be worked on or whatever. Wow. Hey, it's for sale. There's the rescue boat. Amazing. Be happy. You can afford that, I'm sure you can afford to be happy. Pretty slick. Howdy.
Hey, man.
They've got security, it looks like, over there on the other side. I don't think we'll be able to get that far. I'm surprised we're able to do this. Wow, amazing boats. Amazing. A lot different than the little 14-foot flat bottom boat that me and my sons Landon and Brandon had when they were little. There's your tug.
It's all the way through. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's all the way.
There's our rescue boat.
Not as much.
I can just imagine they get into some hairy situations. Very cool. Hello. Hi. Awesome boats. We'll be walking back down along the boardwalk here in just a minute. Let you see some of the other shops and the beach. down here by Old Street. Man, that boat right there. Hey, it's got an American flag on it. U.S. flag. Cool. Amazing. So that was our tour of the boatyard here. Really cool. A lot of awesome looking boats. Some of them being repaired, some of them just lifted up a little bit. But yeah, this is some of the coolest boats I've ever seen. I mean, a lot different from back home. This is actually Old Street. Guys, this is my Airbnb here in San Martín. The owner has equipped it very well. It's got everything I think you could possibly use to cook a full course meal. All the pots and pans and everything else. You just gotta go get the food. Anyway, we'll let you take a look around. It's an interesting couch there. I don't know if it makes out into a bed or what, but I mean, it's comfortable. And then you've got your little dining room table, a couple of stools that pull out. There's a microwave over there, some additional spices and stuff. Got the stove with the oven. And like I said, it's full of pots, pans, a bunch of stuff, your coffee maker, toaster, refrigerator. And backing over here, you see the TV, air conditioning in the front room. Coming down the hallway here. And then, let's see, this is my bathroom. Just a normal bathroom, but it does have hot water, which is always a plus. Okay, and then the one bedroom, and it's got a desk area over there, air conditioning, a huge closet, another table for work, and has Wi-Fi built in. So yeah, overall it's a pretty good deal. And on St. Martin, some of the rental prices are extremely high, and I was able to get this one, I think it was for $65 a night. And that's a deal. And I think it might be because it is sort of the off season. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff open. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about finding everything closed. I found plenty of places to eat, drink, and, you know, just enjoy. So, yeah, this is a good one. Hola, everyone. Hey, in this second part, I'm going to do some cost breakdowns for you, so you can see roughly what it's going to cost if you go to St. Martin. Now, you saw the Airbnb video, and it was 4 nights, roughly $335. Next was the airline. The airline was Aerojet out of El Salvador, round trip, $490. Frosty the car while I was there was $140. And gas, I think, was about the same. Unfortunately, I forgot to write down the price. All right, now let's talk about some of the restaurants I went to. First one was Three Amigos. Very first night there, I just happened to, this is the closest one, got a big old plate of fajitas, and it was, $44 and a Coke. Of course, McDonald's, there's McDonald's. I went to McDonald's quite a bit. Next is the Captain's Rib Shack. Ribs, French fries, a roll, and a pop was $22. Really good food. And the last place that I went to is called Roma's Italian Eatery. And Roma's had a large pizza, a Coke. It was $43. I got to tell you, the staff was fun. They were engaging with all the customers. It's one of those places that you go to that you just have a good time. So that was pretty awesome. They recommended the Wii Lounge, and I went over to check on it, you know. Thought it'd be fun. Well, they said they really don't get going until 3 in the morning, and that's just a little too late. So loaded up the next day, got on one of the jets, and that's one of them there from Aerojet. And there's the view going over St. Martin leaving. Really price compare on your Airbnbs and different things and get the best deal you can. I lucked out. The Airbnb I was staying at was also right next to the place I went snorkeling. The cove was right there, so I mean, it was perfect. The nudist beach was $10 a chair and $10 a umbrella. Great folks out there. Honestly, it was fun. No problems. It was an experience. And then, we're on the plane and we're somewhere headed back to El Salvador, and there it is. It's always a welcome sight to see your home, and it sort of gives you a good feeling, and you can sort of relax it just a little bit. Yeah, I gotta say that was quite a trip. I really enjoyed it. The accommodations, the car, the house, everything was just exactly as they advertised, and so I could not be disappointed. Food was excellent, even McDonald's, and it's a little bit higher price, I think, than here in El Salvador, but you know, it's a tourist island. They're gonna get their money somehow. And it was different because the French were on the north, the Dutch were on the south, but there was no borders, not really. I mean, you could drive around and see everything. So that was pretty cool. Now, as far as another destination, the next one, I'm working on it, just not quite sure yet. So you'll have to stay tuned and see what I come up with. Hopefully it'll be something good, like St. Martin. That was good. Hey, thank you so much for all the likes and the comments and subscribing. And until next time, it's hasta luego, and I'll see you later. Bye.